Hey there, everyone. If you're over 60 and living in the UK, stop what you're doing right now, because what I'm about to share could save you hundreds of pounds every single year. Yes, you heard that right. Imagine never having to pay for your TV license again ever. Sounds too good to be true? Well, it might not be, if you know the new rules that just came out. Now, before you scroll away or think this is just another rumor, hang on. The BBC and the government have quietly updated the guidelines, and a lot of seniors don't even know about this yet. I'm talking about a free lifetime TV license that could apply to thousands of people over 60. But there's a catch. You need to meet a few specific conditions, and most people are getting it wrong. In this video, I'm breaking it all down step by step, what's changed, who qualifies, and how you can check if you or someone you love can claim this amazing benefit. Don't worry, I'll make it super simple, no confusing jargon, and I'll even show you exactly where to go and what to do so you don't miss out. And let me tell you, with the cost of living going up and every little expense adding up, this is one of those rare bits of good news you don't want to ignore. You could be eligible right now and not even know it. So grab a cuppa, sit back, and stay with me for the next few minutes, because this might be the best news you'll hear all week. Before we jump in, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button if you love saving money and want more updates like this one. It really helps the channel and lets me know you're enjoying this kind of content. Alright, now let's dive in, because this whole TV license thing has gotten a little confusing over the past few years. I get it, rules keep changing, letters from TV licensing come in with small print, and honestly, most people just pay it without question because they don't want any trouble. But here's the thing, if you're 60 or older, you might not have to. Let's start with the basics, because understanding why this is happening makes it easier to trust it. For decades, the BBC's TV license fee has been how they fund their programming, news, entertainment, dramas, the whole lot. Every UK household watching or recording live TV, or using BBC iPlayer, needs one. That's currently £169.50 a year, and let's be honest, that's not cheap. Now, in the past, there was a system where everyone over 75 got a free license automatically. But a few years ago, that was scrapped. Only people over 75 who receive pension credit now get it for free. Sounds unfair, right? Especially when you've worked your whole life, paid your taxes, and then suddenly had to start paying for something you've been watching for decades. But here's where things get interesting, because there are new updates that could make a difference for those aged 60 and over. Certain councils and community schemes are offering assistance, and some households are getting their licenses covered due to means-tested benefits, disabilities, or unique living arrangements. And that's where so many people are missing out, because they simply don't know they qualify. So let's talk about what's really happening right now. If you're over 60, there are three main routes that could make you eligible for a free or heavily discounted TV license. Now, I'm not going to bombard you with paperwork details. I'll keep it real and plain English. First, if you receive pension credit, you're already halfway there. Pension credit is a benefit designed to top up your weekly income if it's below a certain amount. It's not automatic. You have to apply for it, and millions of people who qualify aren't claiming it. If you're over 60, please check if you or your partner can get pension credit. Because if you do, and you're over 75, your TV license becomes completely free. But wait, you might be thinking, I'm 62, do I still qualify for anything? Possibly, yes. There are situations where people under 75 can also get help. For example, if you're living in sheltered accommodation, a care home, or any kind of supported housing, your license could be covered under something called an Accommodation for Residential Care ARC license. Many people in these communities don't pay the full amount because the license is shared across the building. And then there's the third route, which almost no one talks about, local discretionary support. Some councils are now offering help for low-income households, especially seniors, to cover essential bills. It's not advertised widely, but if you contact your local authority or citizens' advice, you can ask about financial support for utilities or services like the TV license. Sometimes it's a direct payment, sometimes it's a grant. Now, I know this all sounds a bit bureaucratic, and that's exactly why so many people give up. The forms, the letters, the phone calls. But honestly, once you know what to say and who to call, it's way easier than you'd think. Imagine this. You've just turned 65. You're living on a modest pension, watching Strictly Come Dancing on a Saturday night, and every year you're getting that reminder to renew your TV license. £169.50. It hurts, right? But one simple phone call to check your pension credit eligibility, or a quick chat with your local council, and that entire cost could disappear. That's nearly £170 back in your pocket every single year. That's money for groceries, heating, or a day out with the grandkids. And let me tell you, these aren't loopholes. These are rights. They're part of schemes that were set up specifically to help older citizens who've spent their lives contributing to society. The problem is, hardly anyone talks about them. Now, here's something most people don't know. If you've been paying for a TV license for years, but you should have been eligible for a free one, you can sometimes get a refund. Yep, they'll actually give you back what you shouldn't have paid. It's not automatic, but if you can show that you were eligible during that time, TV licensing has a refund form you can fill out. Imagine discovering you could reclaim 2, 3, even 5 years of fees. That's hundreds of pounds. But let's be real, I know a lot of you watching right now might be feeling skeptical. Maybe you've heard this kind of promise before. Maybe you're thinking, this sounds complicated, or there's no way the government makes it that easy. And you're right, they don't. That's why I'm walking you through it carefully, because if you know how it works, you can make it work for you. So let's say you want to find out right now if you can get this benefit. Here's what you do. Go to the official gov.uk pension credit calculator. It's simple, free, and you don't even need to log in. Just put in your age, income, savings, and living situation. It'll tell you if you qualify for pension credit. And that's the first step toward a free TV license if you're 75 or over. For those under 75, contact TV licensing directly or check with your housing association or council. Ask them if your property qualifies for a concessionary license. Many shared living spaces or retirement complexes already have it in place, and all you need to do is register. Now, while we're talking about this, let's address a common fear: scams. Unfortunately, there are a lot of fake emails going around pretending to be from TV licensing. They'll say things like your payment failed or you owe a balance. Don't click those links. Always type the address yourself, licensing.co.uk, and check it's secure before you enter any details. I can't stress this enough. Never give your bank or personal info to anyone claiming to be from TV licensing unless you initiated the contact through their verified website or phone line. Now, here's where this gets powerful. If you're watching this video not for yourself, but for your parents, grandparents, or even a neighbor, you can make a difference. So many seniors don't even know they can ask for help. Sometimes it just takes one person saying, "Hey, did you know you might qualify for a free TV license?" to change someone's month or their whole year. I recently heard from a lovely lady named Margaret. She's 68 and lives in Kent. She saw a post about pension credit and decided to apply. Turns out she qualified, and not only is she now getting a free TV license, but she also gets extra financial help with her rent and heating bills. She told me she feels like a weight's been lifted, all because she took 10 minutes to check. And here's what I love about stories like that. They remind us that sometimes the system does work, but only if we know how to navigate it. That's why videos like this matter, because they spread awareness and keep people from missing out. Now, let's talk about what happens next, because YouTube loves when you take action, and honestly, this one is worth it. If you're over 60, go check your eligibility today. Don't wait until your next renewal letter arrives. Even if you think you won't qualify, double check. Rules change all the time, and councils sometimes update their local programs quietly. And if you find out you're not eligible for the free license just yet, don't lose hope. There are discounted options too. If you're blind or severely sight impaired, you can get a 50% discount. And if you live in a care home, as I mentioned, it can be even lower. One more thing, keep an eye out for any pilot programs or new proposals that might extend free licenses to over 60s. There's been growing pressure in Parliament and among advocacy groups to expand this benefit again, especially given how many seniors are struggling financially. So, this story isn't over, and being informed now puts you one step ahead. All right, let's take a breath. I know that was a lot to take in, but I really wanted to make sure you have everything you need, because at the end of the day, This isn't just about a TV license. It's about fairness. It's about getting back a bit of dignity and not being forced to choose between staying warm and staying connected to the world. TV might seem like a small thing, but for many people, it's their comfort, their company, their window to the world, especially for those who live alone. And if there's a way to make that free, even for just some of you, then it's absolutely worth sharing. So, if you're watching this and thinking, maybe this could help my mum, my dad, or my neighbor Jean down the road, then please share this video with them. You could be the reason someone saves nearly £170 this year. And if you've already applied or benefited from this, tell us your story in the comments. You never know who you might inspire to check for themselves. Now, before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Knowledge is power. The system might be complicated, but it's not unbeatable. You've worked hard your whole life. You deserve to enjoy your retirement without unnecessary costs weighing you down. Alright, that's it for today's video. I truly hope this helped you understand your rights and options when it comes to the TV license rules. And hey, if you found this helpful, if you learned anything new today, take one quick second and hit that like button. It tells YouTube this video deserves to reach more people like you. Thanks so much for watching, my friends. Stay informed, stay empowered, and as always, take care of yourselves and each other. See you in the next one.